Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. It's been a while since I've made a video because I've been busy. I just had a test today, not too long ago actually, in that building. So I've been studying for that. I've also been sick, so you know me, I don't really like to make content if I'm under the weather. But I've just about fully recovered from that, so that's good enough for me. So what I want to talk about today is the 2-year update, ownership update on the 2014 Civic Si, aka the Mousemobile 2.0. And here are my thoughts. So if you watched my 1-year update ownership review, you might have noticed that I said something about the tires. Well, or about this being a bad winter weather car. Well, all you really got to do is get a set of winter tires and then you'll be fine. So this thing, you put winter tires on it, you will transform it into a snowplow. It is that freaking good. It's had these LEDs in the fog lights since 2018. See, I purchased this car on January 22nd of 2018 with just a little over 40,100 miles. Let's see, currently I have well, that's no good. 65,859 miles. So a little bit less driving in 2019 than 2018. Now, here are the future plans for this car. As you guys may or may not know, I've actually been making more money than ever from YouTube since last year. So if everything goes to plan, then I might be able to sell this car and pick up a new daily driver. And it will be a used 2020 Audi Q3. You see, here's the trick. If you want a cool car, don't buy one new. Buy one used. At the very least, 1 year used. That way you don't suffer extreme amounts of depreciation by a whole lot. So, I mainly bought this car to, step away from luxury vehicles for a short time, so that way I could save up some money, have a bulletproof, durable, and reliable car, and then after I've saved up the money, buy something nice. Now, I've also heard Audi reliability has turned over a new leaf, so I'm excited about that. I'm also excited about some standard features like LED headlights, automatic high beams. Now when I sell this car, I will probably sell it with both sets of rims and a fresh set of winter tires, because I'm buying new winter tires before the start of next winter season. They'll be Blizzak WS90s. So, believe it or not, this car was actually a rush decision as a purchase. And I say that because at the time, my 2004 Jaguar XJ8, which only cost $5,600 in 2015, was on its last legs. So earlier in the month of January 2018, and even December 2017, the air suspension started malfunctioning, but then the main problem in January was the check engine light being off and on. And I didn't know what it was at the time because I didn't have a scan tool, but I do now. I actually have two different scan tools. One is multi-purpose for both check engine codes and electric parking brake faults. And the other is just a regular, cheap, under $200, or actually under $130 check engine scan tool. So when I was shopping for a new daily driver, I decided to pick the arguably the most bulletproof car imaginable, and that is this. See, it has a naturally aspirated 2.4 liter engine, 6-speed manual, and it revs to almost 7,500 RPMs. So it's a cheap car that feels like a supercar and also doesn't brake. Now, the one thing I will warn you about if you like to drive fast is the police will be after you if you do drive fast. That goes for any car, but it's this car in particular that draws more attention. I'm gonna guess it's because of the wing in the back, so it's very distinct. So if you like driving fast, maybe this car isn't for you because you won't blend in with traffic, or maybe you should get a radar detector. Whatever the choice. I know some people might be thinking, oh, aren't radar detectors illegal? No. Radar detectors are perfectly legal in all 50 states. It's LiDAR detectors, it's radar jammers that are illegal. So, US spec models have this manual climate control, which I've gotten used to. I talked about this in my last review. But someone from Canada who owns the same generation Civic Si pointed out that you can get automatic climate control, but I think that's only for Canada spec Civic Si's of the 9th generation. US didn't get it until the 10th gen. So, this is one thing that is a little bit of a pet peeve, because I was previously used to automatic climate control. Also, the parking brake here, it's a hand lever. It's not that I can't pull a lever or something like that. Obviously, if I couldn't pull it, it wouldn't be on right now. But sometimes if I want to swing my book bag around to get in or out of the car, the parking brake, if it's up a certain amount, it gets in the way. And so the only solution to that is either an electric parking brake or a modification to make this a fold-down parking brake, meaning you can pull the lever up, put it back down, and the brake will still be on, much like a Lamborghini Murcielago. So, those are my only gripes about this car. Other than that, if you're looking for a fun car on a budget, it's also good on gas, then I'd say this is the car for you. And I would highly recommend it over a Focus ST or RS, because I've been in a Focus RS. I haven't been in an ST. And the Focus RS was impractical. It didn't have as much center glove box space as the Civic Si does. And the glove box was smaller too. So, less practical for those reasons. But other than that, You can't go wrong with one of these cars. You just got to be smart about how you drive it, because it is quite tempting to mash the gas all the way down, because you get that feeling that you just want to give it more when you're driving it in the lower gears, unlike a car tuned for comfort, which you don't want to speed. You don't want to push it to the limit unless you put it in sport mode. So yeah, and that's another thing. The 10th gen SI has a toggle between normal and sport. This one doesn't, so it's pretty much always in sport mode, if you want to say that. Well, that's just about all I can cover. So if you enjoyed this review, smash that thumbs up in the face, subscribe if you're new, turn on post notifications, do what you do best, and peace out until next time.